Good evening, beloved hearts. So much love to all of you, and thank you so much for joining us on this eve of Mary Magdalene Feast Day tomorrow. It's the 21st.
We're so happy that you've joined us here on our beautiful Tuesday night silent global meditation for Gaia and our humanity. Thank you for all that are joining us tonight as you kindly just place where you're tuning in from, what country, what city, and please kindly introduce yourself if you're new. And for those that have been joining us, this is week 33. We've been jumping ahead of ourselves, and
perfect Christ number and Magdalene number.
And a powerful number on this powerful day. So thank you all for joining your beloved dear hearts. We're up close and personal today.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the video is a little bit closer because the whole altar is set up for the ceremony tomorrow, but you're getting a little tiny peek view of it right now. And we are very excited to have you. So this divine love circle is really about our light, the light that we are allowing in ourselves, and we are allowing it to be anchored for Gaia without any limitation. So what is important is to first release that in which is heavier or denser sitting in our vibration field, so we can lift it to the ethers through the power of our higher teams, such as the team of the angels and archangels and the ascended masters. They just lift it from our field, and then we're left with this extra room to breathe in. And from here, we build up that love in our hearts and begin to really tune the attention inward and truly breathe into that sacred place and breathe it out, expanding it from our physical body into our emotional body, into our etheric body, into our mental body, into our etheric body, and into our spiritual body. So we are filled with the light of love that we already are. And we connect that to source light. We connect it to the Gaia's crystalline diamond heart. The golden age is to connect with that. It's of purpose. And from there, we just direct the frequency to wherever it needs to go. And this is through our higher visions. It is our higher images from our multidimensional self that is allowed to be brought forth into this plane in this now by just sitting together in a circle and welcoming and allowing. So those of you who have been joining us week after week, we are very grateful to you. 33 weeks we have gathered here. And wherever you are, we're bringing it through.
And I'm so grateful that as we gather, it's just so important. We know that this power that we envision, that we imagine, that we place toward Earth and Gaia really radiates all of our energies together. So we gather all throughout the world, and we allow this opportunity really to connect our beautiful divine hearts. And it's such a blessing that during these transformational times, we have that ability to really intersync our visions, our creative levels of what we want for humanity. What is it that we envision? Where can we place our diamond crystalline light and really blast that out for the highest good of all? For this is really your opportunity to bring your intention, bring your love, and bring your direct light into all the areas that you find dense or heavy or just really dark in the world right now.
So having said that, we would like to start this evening as usual. We're just letting go.
Yeah.
The gift of letting go is giving us the opportunity to flow, which I love very much. So we always imagine that the great team of our angels have provided us with this ginormous golden silk drape, where they invite us to place these heavier, denser energies that are sitting in our field by putting it here so they can take it up. So we have to give ourselves permission to verbalize them. And that's a big power of our divine returning back to us. to recognize this is not part of us.
Right.
This is just sitting in our field, and we're really to release it. So having said that, Michael, what is it that you feel is in your field? You like to give it up, place it in this silk drape tonight.
In my field tonight, I feel there's just the personal energies I'm going through of injustice, inequality, unfairness, and really dishonesty. I feel right now there's a lot of lack of truth that's being communicated. So I would like to place all of that energy into the drape to really help clear that from my field right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
beautiful. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
And for me today, I like to place some of the frustrations that I feel when individuals don't take personal responsibility in paying attention of that in which has been communicated to them clearly. So they sometimes there's just much more energy invested by just their not coming from their love or actually paying attention, or maybe rushing through the day, or however that is, that causes more energy invested in others. So I like to place that feeling that is in my field into this golden sacred drape. And I also like to place in here this feeling of this rush. When we see each other, we have to rush and then take off. How awful that feels. I like to place that feeling where, as if there's not enough time for each other, place it in here so that it's literally just transmuted by the team of light.
Beautiful.
And I'd like to invite all of you to please verbalize what it is that you like to release out of the field, so you're filled with all this extra light that you already are this evening. So we're going to give it a few moments for you to place that. Oh, sorry. Isis. This is Hathors, actually.
Yeah.
Hathors is like,
Hathors.
oh yeah. Okay. All right. Place it in there. They want you to speak, so place it in there. So thank you so much, everyone. This is also part of our ascension, personal planetary ascension, where we give ourselves permission to release and empty ourselves so that we can move in filling ourselves with the light of love that we are. So this is the next phase. Let's go ahead and call in all the prayers in now. And I would like to invite all of you to please place your hands on your heart. Let us go ahead and just close your eyes. Take a deep in breath in and release. Another deep in breath in. And dare to let it go and release. And one more deep in breath in. And release. With your eyes closed, let us call in. Dear Source Light of all illumination, dear Primary Creator, dear Divine Director, we come before your presence in this now, asking for your blessing to be blessed upon all of us on this call, on behalf of humanity and the collective, and for our dear beloved Gaia, to bring forth the highest vibration of light and love through our physical templates, anchored into the heart of Gaia's crystalline diamond heart. Let us be the greatest instruments of divine perfection, as we already are in heavenly realm, as we open ourselves to our mighty I Am presence through our Holy Christ itself, and feel the fullness of this gracious presence that we already are. As we breathe in and we breathe out, we call in Divine Mother and Divine Father to be present with us. We call on our star brothers and sisters of the highest light to be present with us. We call in the Galactic Federation of the highest light to be present with us. As we call in beautiful intergalactic councils of the highest light to be present with us. We call in the mighty white winged ones to be present with us, as we call in the sacred order of white rose and the sacred order of white dove to be present with us. We call in the ancient white dragons and the gold crested dragons to be present with us, as we call in the mighty team of the white unicorns and the ancient white Pegasus to be present with us. We call in the gods and the goddesses of the highest light to be present with us, as we call in the great white brotherhood of light, led by beloved Yeshua and Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary, to support this call. We call in the mighty archangels, the seraphims, the cherubs, virtues, and principles to be present with us on this call, as we call in the beautiful ancestors of the highest light to support this call. We call in the sacred spirit animal guardians to support this call, as we call in the etheric crystal beings of the highest light to support this call. We call in direction of the east, the south, the west, and the north, the medicine of the mighty eagle, mother serpent, sister jaguar, and hummingbird. We call in the element of fire, earth, water, and air. And we call in the inner child, the teenager, the adult, and the elderly. We call in the beautiful rock beings of the highest light to support this call. We call in earth crystal beings of the highest light to support this call. We call in the elemental kingdom and queendom to support this call, including the mighty fairies, the magical mermaids and mermans, dolphins and whales to support this call. We call in Hollow Earth and the ancient cities of light and the new cities of light, as we call in ancient Atlantis and ancient Lemuria to support this call, as we also call in Telos, Argata, and Shambhala to support this call. We call in Gaia's crystalline diamond rose to support with our diamond heart and the diamond of source light of all illumination, as we call in the golden sacred pyramid of light to be placed upon each of us, so only the highest light of love may interact with us. Anything less than the perfection of divine diamond heart may not interact with our field. It is so, it is so, it is so, it is done, and so it is as you begin. Let us place our hands on our hearts and begin really deepening our breaths into our heart space. Breathing in gently, breathing out gently, connecting to our heartbeat, connecting to the pulsing light of our heart drum sound, breathing into its awareness that this is the original sound of our creation in our soul inception. Breathing into it with joy, breathing into it with love, breathing out ease and peace, and feeling that gentle rocking movement inside. Breathing. Ooh. We're gonna put this down. Put it down. Breathing in. Sorry about that. Hathor is very active with us this evening. Breathing in Gaia's heartbeat that is synchronized with our heartbeat in her electromagnetic field. And breathing out, connecting to Divine Mother's heartbeat and Divine Father's heartbeat that is synchronized in the same oneness heartbeat. And from here, I ask all of us to tune in to the inner light inside. Ask for the flame of light to be lit up and illuminated from the center of our heart chakra. To see the light in its sacred flame be luminous in its dazzling white golden flame. That is the transmuting flame. That is the purification flame. That is here to dissolve all that is less than our divine perfection back into light. So as you breathe in here, this is the flame that some call the Holy Spirit. Let us tune into it and bathing our heart in its golden light. And breathe deep into it and see it as a source of a ball of light, or like a sphere of light, or a pyramid of light, a Merkaba, or even a diamond, so dazzling, so glorious, so magnificent, and so perfectly dazzling. Breathing into it and begin to tune in and breathe this light to all parts of your body, to your organs. Let it purify any organs that need to be purified by this light. Breathe it into your bones. Breathe it into your muscles. Breathe it into your bloodstream. Breathe this light of love into your lymph nodes. Deepen the breath. Breathe it into your skin, hair, and nails. Breathe it into your cells, molecules, and atoms. Tuning in to the true essence of the light being that you are. Take a deep in-breath in and expand this awareness into your emotional body now. Deepening your breath even more. And breathe that extension into your mental body. Purifying your mental field by this dazzling ray of light. Breathing even deeper. And breathing out all the way to your etheric body. expanding that ball of light even larger and larger. And this next deep in breath from the inside of your heart, breathe it all the way out to your spiritual body. Take another deep in breath in and see yourself fully enclosed by this beautiful golden white light. So perfect, so glorious, so clear, so protective, so radiant, reflecting the origin of your creation. And from here, bring the awareness up through your heart, through your upper chakra, from your crown, all the way up. This direct vertical axis of light through your upper chakra, all the way up to the heart of Source Creator, to the center of the diamond heart of Source Creator, source of all illumination, and connect with that so the streaming light that will descend down through all 144 dimensions, through all planes, through all timelines, through all universes and multiverses, straight through you, directly is coming into your heart. There's a direct path. And as you breathe all the love in from Source Creator, from your mighty I Am presence into you, breathe it out and allow it to descend down through you, the same vertical axis, descending all the way down, passing through the floor, passing through the rocks and debris, passing through the crystals, bodies of water, passing through the lava molten, and all the way down towards the center of Gaia, into her crystalline diamond, beautiful blossom heart, and connect into her diamond core and feel this deep connection from the heavenly realm all the way down to Gaia, and you being the golden child. Breathe in this vertical axis and take your time breathing this sacred place. Fill yourself up completely first with that which you need today in all your bodies, in all of you. And when you're ready, then place your hand in the middle and be an instrument of divine flow towards Gaia and humanity. Welcoming you back in. Take a deep in breath in. Coming back to your physical form. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Move your legs and feet as you need to. Come back to this sacred place. Feel that humming hum in your heart. And let us seal this evening with a gentle sound, however way it wishes to be expressed in this now. Breathe into it, breathe out, and let it flow. Wow. Welcome back, everyone. Wow. That was a wow. So, as usual, we like to share briefly. Of course, there's so much that takes place, but what we experienced, and give you the opportunity to also write what you experienced this evening. So, as we begin this evening tonight, I right away felt I was sitting outside Gaia, and Gaia was a ball of light, and I was just holding her. As I was holding her, I began seeing, like, as children, we were marbles and they had those little patterns inside of it. I started seeing like Gaia like that with those patterns, but they were rays of light. So they were moving and moving. And I started following the movement of the color. The color was sound, and they were moving. The sound would switch and move to another color, and it would go outside Gaia into the cosmos and come back in. So I was in this very ever so gently movement of very psychedelic, moving in and moving through the sound and the pattern of these various rainbow rays of light from Gaia out and back in. So that was quite a while. And then from there, I saw, so much took place. Then I saw rainbow whales and rainbow dolphins creating the same pattern movements with the ocean. Then I saw how the ocean, the waves come, that these rainbow whales and dolphins are doing is the same thing. Then I saw the way the flowers breathe and close back on is the same thing. Then I saw so much the creation that is created by divine, the natural laws is created in this same thing. And that's why we breathe, because we're tuning into the same thing. That when we breathe, we're moving into the sound of all of this, like literally fabrics. And then it was very beautiful. Then I was moved towards the center of earth, and I saw its crystal tower, and its crystal tower, as it was spinning, it was creating these sounds that had these colors. Then I saw the ginormous orchestra of the entire angels when they were singing. The sound was these colors going out. So I was being shown the macro and macro sound, light, um, fabrics, rays. And towards the end, I was brought in to I'm inside a lotus, a gold lotus structure with 3 steps, and it's white and all the edges are gold, and I'm sitting in it, and it very much looks like either a goddess Tara, or goddess like white Tara, very much something like that. But it was me. And then from here, the white radiated out, and the outer field of it was golden. Then I saw Michael was next to me, same. And then we were inside this bubble with this lotus that had birthed this, and there were a few others and the center had blossomed, this crystal had blossomed, that each of us were one part of this, and then in between us was the color of the yellow and the outer ring, and then in between that was the color of light orange in between, then the other darker orange and red, and so on. So I started seeing all these mandala of the lotus of the from the center of this diamond. It was so beautiful, and seeing the impact on all of us. The message was exactly, each of us are a ray of light that are anchoring a ray of light on Gaia, and how important it is our positioning exactly where it is. And there isn't that we were here or you're there. Each was so divinely perfect with its purpose, because its purpose was its color of the ray of light. It was so spectacular seeing like Gaia's mandala. Oh my gosh, just I wanted to stay there a lot longer. Just so much gratitude. Thank you so much, everyone. Wow.
Thank you, honey. That was absolutely beautiful. I felt tonight, I don't know if you guys felt, being very, very powerful. And as soon as I closed my eyes, I just saw the horizontal vertical axis in the depth of Gaia. And it was interesting because the four directions appeared where there was like this bubbly flame within the east, the south, the west, and the north. And as that fire rose, it was like growing stronger and stronger by each of the dragons, the fire dragon, the earth dragon, the water dragon, the air dragon. And they were breathing their fire in where the vertical horizontal axis was in the center of Earth, and those flames started to rise. As the flames were rising, it created this cyclic white purification flame that was enveloping all of Earth. And it was beautiful because as the flames rose, you could see all the darkness and density started to dissolve, all of the pain. Especially, I saw a lot of pain of the children dissolve, the pain of sadness and worry and anxiety and stress. It all started to dissolve. And as the flame enveloped all of Earth and reached to the universe, then in the center of the flame, a diamond lotus opened up, and in the center of the diamond lotus was a blue rose. As the blue rose appeared, it was like each petal of the diamond lotus unfolded, and then once it unfolded, it was this beautiful sacred blue rose that came out, and it allowed this like blue light shoot straight up toward the universe. And as that shot up, it encircled all around Earth. And then right when that happened, I saw Mother Mary at the very top of Earth, and her hands were like this with her, and then her hands, you could see the pink ray of her hands then wrap around the blue light of the rose, and it was like this pink blue rays that were circulating around Earth, funneling in and then that anchored into the core, and then the rays of light, of all the rays of light, came in, and we saw all of the rays from the blue, yellow, pink, white, green, purple, gold, violet. They all came down and they all started to swirl around Earth until Earth became, it was like Earth became this light show. And if you can imagine like a bubble around Earth, the lights came up it hit the bubble and came back down, so that it was moving all through. And then the grids of the earth were filling up with light. And as the grids were filling up with light, there was these golden roses that were popping up all over earth, and they were emanating this light out. As it was emanating outward, all I saw were these dolphins and whales started to jump through the ocean. So they were going through the ocean, they were like moving around. And then all of a sudden, as that was happening, this is powerful tonight. I like Yeshua and Mary Magdalene were at the top, and I just heard Yeshua say, "Live your Christed heart. Be love, be love, be love." And I just felt his presence so deep that it touched my heart. And Mary Magdalene she was just like smiling. She was just smiling and bowing in that statement. And it brought so much love to my heart. And I could just feel that love. And I remember as that love was going, then there was so much happened. I just remember at the very end there was these portals from pyramids to volcanoes to mountains of light that were coming out and shooting through the universe and connecting through all the planets that were connected to Earth. And then at the very end, I saw this golden path. And beside the golden path were so many beings. And I saw myself first, then I saw you, and then I saw everyone on the call as they were like clapping. And they were honoring us, they were recognizing us, they were acknowledging us like with the fullest grace. Like they were all like cheering and clapping. And it almost reminded me at the end of Return of the Jedi when Luke and Sky they're walking down the path, and then it went to a stage where it was source light, and source light was right there, and then angels came out and placed golden reefs around us for our service that was being done. And it felt so beautiful to feel that love of the acknowledgement of each and every one of you that have been on this call, those that are doing this meditation at another time, to be fully recognized of all that we're doing and the impact it's having for Gaia. And tonight I could really feel at the end, because it was just this strong energy of every master, fairy, guide, spirit animal. They were just like all along this golden path till we got to the end of this golden stage. And then all of us came forward where we were celebrated. It was like a full celebration of what we were doing. And it felt glorious. It was such an amazing sensation.
That's so delicious. I'm sure the grid had a lot to do with it, and the Eve before Magdalene tomorrow, all this energy. And I'd love to hear what you experienced. The only thing I do have to add, we'll see we experience a lot the same things. And tonight, me and Michael's again, there's a lot of similarity. I do have to say the one thing that I saw at the end with all of us, we showed up in our higher bodies around Gaia with different. I was on a white golden dragon. Some of you were on white Pegasus. Some of you came on uniform. Some of you came on a plasma ship. So many of us were there, and the beauty of us coming with our other bodies also helping our human body on Gaia. Tonight was extra special. I am so grateful to all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your part, because we that usually show up on this call, we have had an agreement from pre-incarnation to do our part, and this is our part. I'll talk about this tomorrow at the ceremony as well.
And tell them to share their experience if they want to.
Yes, we'd love to hear, like I shared, your experience. And also, please do make a video, comment it on our page if you can't get it all in. So Michael is going to, let's go thank everybody.
So thank you, Lori. Thank you, Hillary. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Clessy, Christina. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Maida. Stephanie said she put into the tray the self-doubt and fear of change. Might express I also want to release the rush of time between work and my spiritual joy, feeling exerting so much energy to have. Good evening, Sandra. Thank you for being here. Alicia said, loud thunder just rang out here in Virginia. Yes, great messages that are coming forward. Thank you, so beautiful. Lori said, so amazing. Immediately flames in my hands, ascension flames all around. Thank you. Christina, thank you. Beautiful healing vortexes above major cities in the U.S. Wonderful. Good evening, Joan. Hello from Nashville, Tennessee.
Say it louder, Michael. Just say it louder.
Okay. Joan from Nashville, Tennessee, thank you. Hillary, I was sending love to the trafficked and abused children as I was doing a lot tonight, Hillary. I felt a big call for children.
Yeah, a lot.
Felt a lot. Transmitting their fear, sending joy and laughter to them. Saw beautiful violet flowers all around them. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Good evening, Cynthia. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Yes, I saw all colors moving. I heard a woman sounding, calling during the bowls. Beautiful. Thank you, Cynthia. Francine, waves of light, golden rainbow, waves of love, pure joy. Beautiful. Thank you for all your emojis. Francine, thank you, honey. Very beautiful. Mm-hmm. Maida, the majestic of Gaia's mandala, so beautiful.
Yeah.
And any one of you that want to continue to share your experiences, feel free in the live chat, as we're just so grateful. We realize that, you know, on these evenings, on these days, on these powerful energies, when we come together, it is truly magical in every which way, which sometimes words are hard to describe. So we just recommend after this really to drink a lot of water, get rest, allow yourself to kind of just take the evening and really wind down and what you feel best for your hearts, because, you know, a lot of times, honey and I, we just feel so lifted from this, and it is a very mystical experience that we get to carry into our astral dreamland. So we're just blessed that each of you have taken this time to honor us and honor this beautiful, beautiful celebration. That's what I felt tonight was at the very end, like a very just celebration and acknowledgement.
I still feel high.
Yeah.
I feel very high. Let me put this back from you. Some of you are not going to be on our Magdalene ceremony tomorrow, but I'm going to give you a sneak preview with the altar. The altar has been taking me 2 days to create the altar, and it's almost finished. The last touch is going to be tomorrow, so you can see how the grid is insane what was created for tonight. So maybe not a surprise what we experienced, you know.
And I feel part of it, what I thought with the grid was really powerful tonight was it also like brought in this level of like, even though we have this grid for tonight, I wouldn't mind like making a grid for the meditations, like in a way that
Michael, this is taking me 3 days.
I know.
I don't think
I know.
so.
It just felt so good.
I mean, it's so like activating. I feel so activated by what is in here.
But the energy from the grid, it really.
Because did you see? It's because that has made a huge. If you can see the centerpiece for a second. This centerpiece is a ginormous diamond, and there's gold in it, and there's there's a lot around.
I forgot that there's one more piece. During my meditation, I saw the waves come in with all of these golden coins, and it was like the water was allowing all of the golden coins to allow us to receive our divine inheritance. And I felt like as the waves were coming in, it was allowing us to receive everything, and because there was such infinite amounts. Every person could go in, and whatever they choose to fill their beautiful hands with, they were just replenishment. And it was great to like feel the ocean replenish it with each wave, more golden coins. And it was wonderful to like to hear the sounds and the coins just fill the streets, fill the beaches. It was
and I really want to hear if you also felt like Michael and I, tonight's was like at a whole another level. I mean, they all are each week, but like something extraordinary about tonight. Please, more in detail, tell us, or after the YouTube page, write about it. It's so beautiful, because that way we all can see we are experiencing these higher dimensional realities that we are by verbalizing him, we are birthing him as the new earth, Gaia, the golden age. We're bringing him here. I will take very beautiful image of the grids of the altar tomorrow. So after the ceremony, you guys will see you'll see the pictures and everything. I just have to finish it up with the fresh roses tomorrow. There are a couple of other things, and then it's finally finished for the ceremony. So I'm very grateful. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, dear hearts.
It was so
It's a very
special.
special night, and just always grateful for each of you taking this time for yourself and your individual ascension, as well as your planetary ascension. And just know that, like, in this meditation that we do, there is such a powerful team above that truly honors everything that we do. And I really felt that one of the deepest messages is to bring that same honor, that same love and celebration, and give that to ourselves. That's part of our ascension journey, is really take that time throughout the day to honor ourselves, celebrate ourselves, acknowledge, because they do it in such wondrous ways. But sometimes with this level of responsibility, service work, so on, that we really forget to take the time to nourish and rejuvenate and really acknowledge the great beings that we are doing, because most of us, we're doing so much that sometimes we just don't have enough time to celebrate ourselves in the day.
And special celebration tomorrow, Magdalene, it is a celebration feast. So many different ones are hosting some kind of event in honor of this. And those of you who will be joining me in person, I'm so grateful. It is a ceremony, so it takes time. We're coming into celebration. That's why it takes me a few days to set up. So there is the container for the individuals to go through the experience of an actual ceremony. Even it's going to be a Zoom, it's going to be powerhouse. There are a few of you that are going to be receiving a live recording later. So you take your time in setting it up, in dressing up, coming, showing up on all levels with the power of your love to experience the ceremony, because you're bringing in the Magdalene, essence into this plane through the experience. And it is part of the soul inception, creation, that we're bringing this vibration onto Gaia. So thank you, those of you that tonight took part. I'm so grateful to those of you that I will have the honor in facilitating a ceremony for tomorrow, and those of you that will receive the recording. You also have prepared everything at your later time. It's incredible, and for that I'm so grateful that you're willing to honor you as a celebration, because you are part of the celebration of the divine feminine return back to Gaia. So thank you so much.
Thank you, honey. Thank you all. Wishing you such a beautiful, blessed night.
And next Tuesday we'll be doing this from the beach.
Yeah,
and the anniversary of your father's 2-year crossing over.
Definitely. A week from today, we're gonna honor my father's 2-year anniversary by the ocean in our celebration of him. So it will be a little different from our home. But we will still hold it in a different light, in a beautiful beach community that we are so honored to celebrate that for a short stay.
So we'll do that.
Down to the ocean.
So much love. Have a magnificent evening, and may you carry these frequencies into your dream state. And whatever you do tomorrow, may you celebrate the essence, the presence, the voice, and the consciousness of Magdalene on earth. Thank you so much.
Much love.
Much love.